Howdy, howdy. Frosty510 here. Welcome to a 25 hours in Rise of the Ronin, little thoughts and feelings, recommendation, all that sort of stuff. Let's cut to the chase. Character customization I think is fantastic. I do think they could have marketed that more. It's one of the best parts of the game, I think, honestly. And outfits are really good. Clothing's really well done. I'm pretty bloody stylish, to be honest. Like, look at my drip. Now, is the game the most beautiful game you've ever seen? I wouldn't say so, but I think it's fine. For the most part, I don't have any issue with it, how it looks. Horse animation, I don't use the horse, so I really don't care. So I have taken certain steps. I feel like I've been a bit too exaggerated in this 25 hours to try and avoid issues I thought were issues. So like I've, not ridden the horse, and I've been using unarmed, so I just punch. But having said that, I do feel like I'm missing out. So, not really spoilers, I suppose, is it? But there is a lot of different combat styles. Like lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. But whether they're really... all these different weapons... and all the different stances. So there's a lot of different stuff going on, and I am very much tempted to use the bayonet, because that would be just something totally different. And we have like a whole bunch of different stuff. So it is odd when it comes to the loot. I feel like it's very different. Everything is sort of dumbed down. You have equipment level, and that's the most important thing. So you want to upgrade the equipment level, which just costs you so much resources. It's mad. Even with the skill to reduce how much it costs, you just need so much to upgrade anything. So it heavily incentivizes finding new loot or buying new loot later on. So it's kind of like it doesn't want you carrying something you got at the start all the way through the game. And you have a whole bunch of different weapons. I haven't used them too much, to be perfectly honest. I've just been using unarmed because I thought I had reservations about the game and the challenge. So I am on Twilight, which is the hardest difficulty, and using unarmed, I don't have to worry about the rock, paper, scissors stance stuff, and I don't even do key pulse, which is the cleaning the blade after you. I have a different thing. I've got this like clap. There are revolvers, which are not too bad, honestly. You just tap it and you just shoot. I'm not going to shoot in public. Let's shoot in public. Okay. It is a open world with ticking boxes, so it does have this pleasant feeling, as tired as it is with the open world and the open world formula. Ticking boxes, literally ticking boxes, can be a sort of pleasing exercise. You sort of feel good. You go, oh, I collected all the things. Oh, there's a mission I'm going to do there. And then, oh, I've done all them. I found them. And then, oh, I did them. And oh, I've got to find a cat there and the shrine there. But I do feel as though it does reveal the locations pretty quickly with the bond level. So it's very generous. And you can't adjust that. So I do wish that I had a choice to be, everything was, I had to find it exactly. So that would sort of encourage exploration a bit more. But that said, I'll fast travel out to somewhere. He's fine. Fast travel's pretty good. This is on PlayStation 5, of course. In terms of load speeds, everything's pretty quick. That's probably the positive part of the graphics not being sensational, is that everything loads very, very fast. But then you could say that, you just get a better system and all that sort of stuff. Compared to PC and all that is always a defeatist approach. But we've got water. Being able to actually swim in this game was very, very surprising. Yeah, again, I don't use the horse, so I just run. Oh, look! That's zesty bacon bits. They're dog. There's little critters. So it's not a terrible looking game. I do think they were a little bit harsh, some of the early impressions, but I can kind of understand that. If you compare it to like Horizon Forbidden West, it's very different. Or Ghost of Tsushima, which I think is the one it's most compared to. But I think, honestly, you're much better off comparing it to an Assassin's Creed game. And even then, I think, like, Assassin's Creed Origins is stunningly beautiful in its own way. And then Odyssey is really beautiful too, so... it's odd. It's like the combat and the loot system... It is simplified a little bit, but there's still a lot of complexity there. I do feel as though... When I go to... armor, I do feel like armor is... It's less interesting to me at the minute, because you have certain affixes that drop on each piece. So you have certain stuff that's only on the head, certain stuff that's only on the torso, etc. So I can't build... Like, I want to build unarmed combat attack, but I've only ever found, like, literally one, maybe, yeah, only one drop ever of unarmed combat attack up for my unarmed build. So I haven't found enough gloves with it that I can move the affix onto something else and have multiple, which has been really disappointing. So it's even though I've found so much loot, I do feel like I haven't found enough loot. You do have the auto disassemble and all that sort of stuff, but maybe I should turn those off, because I just turned it on then before. You do have options. Skipping cutscenes and all that after repeated things is pretty good. Where is it? User accessibility? Is it in user accessibility? No, it's not. Where the heck is it? I thought it was in game settings. Oh, there it is there. So I'll turn that auto sell off again. Yeah, it doesn't work. Compared to Nioh 2, it's a very different game. Like, you're fighting a lot of bandits. Let me fight some bandits. This is closer. There's a lot of little systems in the game. So there is gambling, there is mini-game sort of stuff. There is the dog, you send it around. There's the cats, you send them around. There's lots of interplay with the online mechanics, which I think is interesting, and that's probably one of the strengths of the game that brings life to the open world, is the way that you integrate online. Having said that, the online missions are, I think, pretty short, because they are main missions, but most of them are quite quick. So it does feel like a dumbed down version. In terms of the levels, they're not like the full, 3 different shortcuts, or 2 shortcuts. Massive area where you just work your way through and have to battle certain mini bosses and all that sort of stuff, like Nioh 2 is. And even Wulong has more detail in its levels in terms of I think the way co-op works in the level. The game screams. Oh, the game absolutely screams out for co-op open world online. You have a parry system, and hopefully I don't get murdered. Oh, I got like no key. Nicely done. I've got a lot of defense, so I'm pretty... I bloody got that. Oof. Oh. So you have to do multiple parries, unless you get the critical big one. Oh, come on. So I can fight my way through some of those, but early on it was quite tough with unarmed. But I suppose the benefit is you can add your elemental buffs. And there is stealth, so you've got to do, you know, hiding in the bushes, all that sort of stuff. I do wish I had... So there's a person there to help. I want to show you. Oh. Ah, learn to shoot the damn dogs. So the benefit of using unarmed is I'm not actually killing anyone, which is, it means I'm not killing any dogs. There we go. So that's a proper parry. Stand back. I do think that the fighting multiple enemies at once is one of the weaknesses of the game, and I feel like that's just something that Team Ninja is still trying to work out exactly how to manage. Like, they give you a lot of this, when you stun them, you stun all of them. But I do feel like it's a weakness. Oh, bloody got that. Okay, 3 enemies left. And like, it marks the enemies on the map, so it's pretty damn generous. Can I just... Oh, I've got no ammo. I'll just get my ass kicked. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna get this guy out. So, you see I've got this person here I can help. That's Laney EFC 1989. That's an actual other online player. Now, not them controlling the character, but it is their character. So you get to see other people's different outfits and what sort of style they go for. And they walk around in the open world, a bot version of them that you can beat up, that'll use their fighting technique. Whether or not they mirror their skill, I would probably disagree. But that said, there is at least a system where you can battle against all of them. Oh, come on, grab it. There we go. There's one more up there. Oh, come on. But it is pretty... Yeah, it does follow a lot of open world tropes in that there's not a lot of enemy variety. You'll fight bandits. That's about it, really. Let's pet the dog. You'll fight bandits, and you'll have different individual bosses who are characters from history who have a lot of significance. And it's worth reading about, you know, the actual people the characters are based on. I think that's where a lot of the enjoyment does come from. So it does help a lot to know history, particularly Japanese history, and you know, the meetings with the West and all that sort of stuff. It does add a lot of flavour, which I feel as though the game will be judged on the lack of, when really it's sort of, you know, it's there. It's technically there, but it doesn't quite. Again, Team Ninja's writing ability at times can be questioned reasonably. So we got a new uniform. One of the weird things about the game is that you get, it's sort of buried a bit, that you can get items and you get skill points from random stuff, and you have to like click in the left stick, go into your inventory and find them down the bottom. So I can imagine there'll be players that won't even know that they've got skill points that they could use. As for the stats system, it is weird. There's a thing with karma that I don't fully understand, which is a failing of mine. But it means you can effectively level up separate from doing side missions. I mean, doing like open world objective stuff, but it is weird. It is kind of weird. It's not like your traditional Niowa where you level up and then you put a stat in this and that. You level up, but you get general skill points, which you can apply across the 4 different categories. And then you have specific to the category, like int points here, charisma points, dex points, strength points. And there's a whole bunch of different stuff they do, but for the most part, they're interesting, but I don't know. I feel like it's odd. It's a very strange implementation of. They've done better systems, I think. That's how I feel about it. And then we have the different combat styles. We have stacks of missions, so it's like, you know, they show the rewards and things. I don't worry about that. I just run around. I do want to get somewhere high so I can show you the glider. The game has a glider, just like every open world, modern world open world game. I got auto loot pickup, which is great. Saves me time. Okay, let's go over here. So I can just run past the stuff. Let's get this. So we discover the banners, and then you convert the karma into stats, which I find very, very strange. Because it's not like it gives you the same ones each time. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, so let's fly. The gliding's very basic. You can upgrade it. There is a whole technology tree sort of thing where you can get a flamethrower. I can show you the flamethrower, but it's alright. I'll leave lots of stuff for you to discover yourself. That's not the point of the video. The point of the video is it's fun, you know? I think it could be more fun if I wasn't using unarmed, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't recommend unarmed. Ouch, it really hurt. Stupid dog. God, I hate dogs in this game. You just... There are elemental... Ouch. There are elemental build-ups, but I can't get any of them on any weapons. So it's kind of, at this point, annoying that I have to use the external stuff. A lot of the stats are, you know, like attack up, critical hits, violent gale, flash attack, key consumption, down dodging. I don't know, they're odd. They're like finicky. So many of them are just completely useless. But, you know, it's odd. See, look at these guys. They're not dead. I didn't kill no one. Thanks, buddy. It's pretty chill, for the most part. Again, I'm on the hardest difficulty, but... You can do this stupid chain takedown thing. So if you use stealth properly, you can trivialize a lot of the game. Having said that, the boss battles will still be tough. I feel like that's where a lot of the challenge is, in the boss battles. So let me... Oh, let's just see. Look, now I know where some stuff is. That could be a pain in the ass to run back to, so I should grab that. And then I'll teleport and jump into an online mission, and then we'll have a discussion. I do worry about the game from one point of view, and that's the online co-op missions. I feel like they're all really short. Some of the bosses have so much health, though. So it's kind of like the mission itself is short, but the boss has a huge amount of health, and that's where it's going to put the pressure on you to actually perform. And even when it's, you know, 3v1, it's still not easy. Everyone just... I want to show you my other outfit as well. You do have sort of grappling stuff. None of the game is like puzzling, to be honest. It's not a lot of mystery. The only thing is that you get big decisions that affect the world, well, the characters in the world, and you can make them without realizing how much of an impact they had. And I'm not that far in, but because I've been grinding the open world, because that's just what I do sometimes. Because I like that. But yeah, there's big decisions, so you do have to pick who your favorite characters are and sort of stick loyal with them. The pro shogunate or rebels. But yeah, this is the world. Not stunning, but not ugly. Come on. Alright, let's go back and join an online mission. Alright, I'll show you. Yep. Yeah, so my worry is the end game, which I think part of that will be just joining randoms and helping them with missions. Let me just pet the dog. Ah, come on. Yes, go off and do some pilgrimage. I only give you $500. I gave it 10 grand on the first time. I don't feel like it's worth it. Alright, so we got eggs. So the house is like a whole minigame thing. You got the cat concierge. You can send some cats out. And we got... I could send out... They give me like gifts I can trade with people to increase my bond with them. So bond is a big part of the game, which is... I've got some new ones. Okay. I think that's fine. I've got new... So you can attract different people depending on what sort of accessories you have. You have armor. You can check out different armor sets. I prefer to show you what ones I've got on my setup. And you got typical storage stuff, which I've just got stacks of resources. Not too much, really. You can talk to the people. You can change your outfits. So I've got the that show the headgear off, so you can't really see that. But I'll show you my favorite ones. Can you show me them? Come on. So we've got like a more of a Western style. Got without the jacket sort of style, the Peaky Blinder style look, sort of. And then we've got the kimono. So the armor, I think they've done a really good job. And you can mix and match things. Try different styles. And you got Japanese, then you got Western. I could use more Western outfits, to be honest. And you got like military outfits. And it's all stuff that you pick up, you can customize. So you can do good things, like you can adjust the tops, change the shirt, undershirt. So you can do a lot of customization with the outfits. So I think it's a real strength of the game that the world doesn't look the best, but your character looked good. Well, some of these aren't so nice. I'll get some better stuff. Like, you wouldn't wear the coat over the kimono. That's just weird. I do feel like it's making me look really wide, though. So, where is it making me? I feel like some of my other outfits are like, it's just there. So now yeah, I don't look nearly as wide. So we got the suit, trousers. I could go non-green. It's tricky with pants. I'll show you what happens when you wear pants. Let's go with that. We got a gentleman's. Ooh. I think this one looks alright, but we'll go with the red. Actually, do we have any other? That looks a little more soft, doesn't it? We'll stick with that one. The undershirt. We could do black. That looks pretty cool. Ooh, but I like having the tie. But the white doesn't quite fit. So let's do black. I don't think... No, we've got to do... I think we'll go there. And we're going to put a... We could put the... Nah, the kimono looks so wide. Why does it look so wide? No, that's fine. Okay, so let's register this one. It's like a augmented version. Oh, we're going to save. Yep. So you don't wear shoes inside. So yeah, they're my feet right there. You can paint your nails different colors. Okay, so we can talk. We can do talking to our buddies, whoever we're good friends with. Let's join in a cooperate. So I'm just going to join and see if we can get in a battle, and then I can show you a bit of that. If you're on the fence, I'm not entirely sure. You know, best bet's always waiting for a discount. But I do feel like one of the reasons you would buy Rise of the Ronin is because you want to play with the people who played Nioh 2 and the played Wulong, that online community as it moves from game to game, and is like very strong. Okay, this is a good one. Oh. Okay. Where'd you go? Ooh, the weapons do like chop people's heads off and stuff, so me punching people, I've certainly skipped a lot of that.
Prepare yourself.
The game is better in Japanese naturally, and then the English Western characters will speak English when it's appropriate. But most time they'll speak Japanese. Oh, God damn it. You can open chests. Everyone can open the same chest. You don't miss out on any loot. Oh, I should get out there and help it. Let's get back in.
You're dead.
Ah, God damn, that hurt. Look at them run. But damn, I look good. Alright. We'll get to the boss soon. Won't be long. The missions are, again, as I said, pretty short. So, once we get there, you'll see the truckload of health. Can I? Oh, that's how stealthy I am. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. I have upgraded my stealth ability, but having said that, that's a bit okay. This way. Alright.
You! Time to suffer!
So the combat being changed to now have like a hold square for a charge attack, and then go forward, and then it's okay. Like you just do R1 and then you're doing combos. It's alright. It doesn't feel like it's massively lacking or anything compared to the previous games. It's really just the enemy variety is the big difference, particularly between Wulong and Nairo, because they both had mystical enemies. But here we just have humans, so we don't have the yokai or spirit things. We don't have that sort of giant boss dude that's a massive monster creature. Alright, let's get... That's fine. Okay. So, you're thinking, oh, there's 3-on-1, surely you easily win this fight. You can just gank on the boss, yeah? They got so much health. It's hard. Damn. And they do a lot of damage. Like, I'm like almost dead. Okay. Can I get it? There we go. Just spam everything. God damn it, I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, got away. Okay, we're out of bullets. Alright, let's go fire this time. So it can be so hectic with multiple people that it actually becomes harder to see the boss's attacks, and then you can get yourself punished. Oh. Okay, one of us is down. Okay, back up. If you've got heals on your own, you can still revive yourself. So it's pretty lenient there, and we still got 2 heals left. So we should win here. Ooh. And then we get immediately Sent back. So we leave lobby. It's fine. So as soon as you finish it, you just get booted. It's not so much... You're not going to continue on with the same people unless it's later on, and then I'm not sure how to work, to be honest. Because you're helping someone who's at one point in the open world in the story progression, and then they're going to be a while before they get to the next co-op mission. So again, your silver coins, which are valuable. But yeah, this is the thing I'm worried about, is the co-op. Because I think that's the big fundamental of how the game will stay alive. So whether or not there's going to be enough missions worth playing with other people towards the end of the game, whether it's just the final boss or the final bosses or whichever bosses, whether they're going to be fun to play with others. Because at the minute, like, the boss got a lot of health, and that's really it. You just sort of wail on them. They're not giant things with like a certain weak point. There's nothing to figure out as much as just, you know, not getting hit in the face too much. So yeah, it's a weird game. It's weird because it does a lot of stuff that just works, like the open world box ticking, the combat. I feel like the loot stuff is okay. It's nothing amazing. I imagine it'll get more complex as you get towards later on, but for the most part, it does feel very dumbed down. Like, I've added that extra stat there, but it's not like there's... Because you can move any stat across. Oh, I think we can move any stat across. So let's go to the blacksmith and have a little toil of that. This video is getting long, but it is what it is. I want to cover most of the bases. I don't know exactly... It does feel like it's trying to be more accessible, which is fine. That said, it didn't even have a menu narration, so it's like, you can't be accessible without that. It's just like pretend accessibility. But yeah, a lot of these items you can buy again and again and again. That's why it's all question marked. And so they want you to keep buying them later on in the game when you have a higher equipment level. So it's kind of, that's the cycle they want you to go with. But that said, you need a lot of money. And a lot of materials. It's crazy. Look at that, 10 grand. And I need 9 of the silver thing and 20 out of the other thing. That's a lot. They're crazy. It's very expensive. So you really need to get a discount. So we have bond transfer, so we can transfer from one item. So let's say we've got this one. Oh, let's go here. So can we transfer to be adding to this? So we'd be adding... No, just replacing that one? That's shit. What the frick? Let's do with armor. Okay. So you take an item and you grab the thing you want. Can I do that? Oh, we can't transfer set bonuses? That's freaking... Let's grab this one. So we transfer it across, cost us 6 grand. One of the special bowl things. And we've got disassembling. And then we got selling, which we get like no money at all from. It is absolutely horrific how expensive everything is and how little we get. It's mad. Piss off. So I imagine there'll be guides out about how to get more money and how to farm the karma thing, the system, and exploit it to get unlimited stats, which I think would be pretty sad. You can break the game quite easy. Let's just walk slowly. But yeah, it is an odd game. I do think it'll do okay. I think being more accessible for those that found Niwa 2 and Niwa and Wulong too difficult, it'll be better for them. Having said that, it's still challenging even on the lowest difficulty, and like it is still a learning game. But having said that, I don't know if I'd recommend the hardest difficulty. Particularly with the unarmed approach, I don't really think I'd recommend that. I don't know. It is weird. It's a weird game. I'll play more and I'll make up my mind whether or not I think, you know, it's a must buy or anything. I don't know. I can't really say that. Because Nye was always a niche. Team Ninja games are always a niche. So I feel like they're trying to branch out with this. But I don't think it quite hits in some areas. And that's like traversal, I think, is pretty average. It does, because of the online community, I feel like that adds a lot of immersion to the open world. I do feel open world immersion is a tricky beast. And not many games have actually been able to do that really well. I do feel like Watch Dogs, where everyone had an identity, even if a lot of them copy-pasted, it was going in the right direction, but then they kind of lost it all in Legion. So they took it too far without taking it far at all. That's how I'd describe it. But here, we look good. And the world is somewhat historically accurate, to the point that it doesn't look as beautiful as gamers would hope. It looks a bit more like maybe what it would look like. So, not that stunning, just kind of like accuracy over beauty. Some of this stuff is so ridiculous. Oh look, there's Mount Fuji. I got a camera. And I can change time of day whenever I want. So I can do nighttime. For the most part, the game actually doesn't have a day and night cycle. It's like certain events trigger a change in time. Like you getting killed, not always. There's a lot of things that don't trigger time change, but that's why they give you the compass thing so you can do it yourself. But for the most part, it actually doesn't cycle normally. It's very odd. Working out exactly what makes it move. It's weird. It's weird. I tell you, I'm... Yeah. This is probably the most beautiful place in the game, in terms of in the cities, in the city. Just the night district. Even though it's pretty disturbing, to be perfectly honest, but it is definitely the most beautiful place. There's the cat lady. There's Kichi. I'll show you Taka, I think. I don't really know if there's romance in this game. It kind of sort of hints at it, but... So this is Taka, one of the main characters. I can give her a gift. You can give everyone gifts. It's kind of weird, to be perfectly honest. I want to talk, just the two of us.
良いでしょう。せっかくこうして会いに来てくださったのですから。こうしてあなたとお話ししていると、初めてお会いした頃とは別人のようです。どこまでも自由でお強い方だろうと思っておりましたが、どうやらそれだけではないようですね。 やはり思った通りですわね。あなたの瞳は不思議な光を宿していらっしゃるわ。お強いのにどこか悲しみを背負っているような。それはきっとあなたの過去がそうさせるのでしょうね。時を経ても癒えない傷が終わりなのでは。わかりますわ、私には。それにあなたはとてもお優しい方ですから。私が危険な目に遭った時助けに来てくださったでしょ。とても嬉しかったのですよ。あなたの姿が見えてどれほど安心したことか。あなたにならこの身を預けてもよいと思う日が来るのかもしれませんね。はしたないことを申し上げました。あなたのその瞳に惑わされたのかしら。
I do think I did a banging job on my character's eyes. They look sick. Let me go. Let me go to photo mode. We do have photo mode. Alright, let's go. Camera tilt. Not the feet. No, zoom in. Oh. Kind of feel like my head looks a bit odd. Look at my inability to use the camera. Exposure correction. Oof. You can do a sepia. Black and white. Black and white, I look good. I look good no matter what, but ink wash looks awful. Teal and orange, film grain. Blurry. Oof. Fisheye lens. That looks great. How do we do that? We'll just do a frame. Can I get... Nah, how about... That looks so bad. Oh, here we go. No. Yeah. Text. It's fine. That looks so bad. I gotta get off the fisheye lens. Good bloom, actually. Expression. There we go. Whoa. We have... Alright, and then, yep. There we go. What's my head? Okay, let's go back to... Oh gosh, that's scary. Oof. What am I even doing? There we go. Beautiful. Stunning. Alright, now we high tide. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, so my thoughts and feelings. I'm not entirely sure if I could recommend the game. And particularly at the price it is. I think, you know, it is niche. But it'll get trying to get a wider audience, but I don't know. The open world is as generic as they come. Random activities are okay. The, you take over a base, but you have the help of someone else's online character, I think is interesting. But the game does scream out for an actual online co-op mode. Like, as in open world co-op, as opposed to just within missions. I feel like if you were just riding around on your horse with another person, even if it's only 2 people, it would have added something. And then you could jump into missions and proceed through the world together. I feel like you can't really play with a second person and progress together. It's kind of not like that, which is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, it's weird. Alright, that's been my opinion. My feelings, thoughts, all that jargon. I've been Frosty510. You've been new. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Tell me what you think of the game. I'm only, 25 hours in. And yeah, it's weird. It's hard to, yeah, hard to sell it at the minute. But I'll see what happens. Alright then. Catch you later. Bye bye.